Hello everybody, it's your good friend JB back again. This time it's something a bit different, so I haven't really been... Okay, let me explain. Okay, my last video was on my Christmas presents from this year, and what you'll see here is I'm about to show some of them off. Some of the ones that I got for Christmas. But what this is about in my video today is a collection of CDs from my Now That's What I Call Music. And I also have a collection of the music from the Clubland series. I'm a huge fan of the Now albums, and I thought it would be best if I do a collection video of CDs that is a series, which actually looks cool in a way, but in a way I only see a few people do these, and I think it's best I start showing off the ones that I have right now. So let's get to it then. Okay, so let's start off this round with a... Oop. Sorry, my camera just fell. So let's start off with Now That's What I Call Music Free. This was one of my Christmas presents I got this year. And you can tell it was originally released back in 1984 on cassette. They re-released it sometime around this decade, not sure when. But I presume it was released this year. They also released Now 4 as well. And they had Now 2. They had Now 1 out originally, but I haven't bothered to add them onto my list. So that's my first look at the Now 3 album. So this isn't the first one I got. This is one of the Christmas presents. I hope to get Now 1, 2, and 4 again someday. So next up is something really treasure-ish. This is Now 8, but you can tell there's a sticker for the Family Fun Day from my previous college. This was the first CD released on CD, and this is just a one disc, whereas this one features 2 CDs. It was released back in 1986 by Vinyl. Before I ask, I think Now 3 was released with Sony Music and the original Universal Music on demand. And also, quick look in there. There's the disc. I haven't shown off what disc 2 looks like, but I show it off. Being really... I think I don't want to waste time going through all this, but I'll explain more about later in the video. Doesn't explain much about them, it just shows them the top charts, about this artist's top in the charts. Okay, so back to Now 8. This one came, a little bit of interesting history, this one came from my grandparents, who live in Leigh-on-Sea. Apparently they also had Now 12, but they didn't have the discs, so I just left that one out. So yeah, I didn't bother getting them without discs, without the disc. But you can tell this copy is quite scratched. I might buy another copy one day, depends. Well, I don't think so. And then next one is like a dual-sided one. This is Now 11, 30 top hits. There's something else to put on the iPad. You can tell, sorry, the quality's a bit terrible on this one. This one came from a charity shop, $1.99. As you can tell, it's from Virgin EMI Polygram. It was released in 1988. There's a bit of foam on the back there to protect, in one side, to protect. You'll notice this case is different than the previous ones I show. This one also has foam on both sides. Also has a little booklet here, and it does show exactly the description of how they were still a little bit more, and what they were. One of them is available on CD and tape. think it was back around the 80s time. I think back in the 80s they were like introducing, I think it was 1982, then they start introducing the CDs and music-wise. Alright, next one. Same style. It's Now 16, released in 1989, the last album of the 80s. Like a firework. It's the side. And the back. Same here, nothing's changed, but except this is blue text. Forgot to mention that Now 11 had like these skyscrapers. Now 3 had like some photos on the shops. I mean, Now 8 was just like a American style. I mean, if you look at this one, it looks like it was taken in the fireworks in London, but I don't know. And inside, the discs are here. Both are okay, but I've noticed something really odd. It came with 2 of these booklets, and you can tell that one of them is scratched, I think. No, this one is the one that works fine, but one of them here doesn't work well. Its pages are stuck together. I don't know how you can see it, but they're stuck together. And if I did something like that, it might end up breaking, damaging the booklet. That's why they've put a second one there. It probably got a bit wet, it's covered in water, I think. So next up is Now 23, another item from the charity shop. Usually I get some of these second hand. Here's a spine for this up well, and the back. You can tell this is one of the 90s. I presume this is 19. I don't know. This is from Box Music, Learn to Drive. This one is from 1992. There's some foam on this side. This one only just has one sheet of foam, and I don't know why it just only has one, but I don't know why. Anyways, moving on, let's look at Now 28. I think this was a present I got last year. Released in 1994. I'm not going to tell you all the names of the artists and the songs, because that's going to take too long. So I'm just going to literally browse through everything. Browse through the rest. This one's in fair condition as well. I have seen this one in shops before, but not really. Now 30. One of them I might remember getting back in the charity shops back in 2015. This is released in 1995. Looks like it's in a desert or something. I'm really not really going to explain the whole details. I mean, these discs are okay, but some of them are a bit scratched and could probably do with a replacement. Like, for instance, I'll talk about number 68 when I get to it next. So, anyways, moving on, here's Now 32. 150 from a charity shop. Side. And the back. So, features one of these Queen albums. Released in 1995, I presume 31 or so came from that year, I think. So Heaven for Everyone. I don't know when this song came out, I'm a bit confused. But I'm presuming Freddie Mercury sang that before he died. I don't know, maybe. But, if you guys know, let me know in the comments below if he did sing that, because I'm really intrigued to know. So, another album now, Now 33. Some of these I might remember getting, some of them I don't remember, but that's another story. Released in 1996. Virgin EMI Records, Box Music Ltd. I was originally going to do a video of this back in November, but I don't know, maybe due to time consumers and other stuff, that's probably a bit hard. Number 34 now. I think I could remember getting this for my birthday, but I might research through the photos later on, see what I can discover. So here are the discs. I noticed something really interesting about this. That if you like compare it with numbers, they look like they're a fancy font. But if it's like, if I put it like this, it might think bad. Alright, here's one of the earliest albums in my collection. It's now 35. Unfortunately, though, there are some cracks on the back, so that I do not know how that happened. And when I first listened to this, here are the discs. Unfortunately, though, this one has a big issue. The discs look quite scratched, and also that little casings that hold the discs in place is missing, so I'll probably likely buy another one. Yeah, but this one, but the colours on these discs are inverted too. That's kind of cool. Bit of a strange thing to happen. Apparently, oh sorry. And then here I got Now 36. Oh yeah. Released 1997. I also forgot to mention Now 35 was released in 1996. There was one, I brought Now 35 from a charity shop back in Dorset. That's the second album. This one I got for $1.50 at One Day. I don't remember the place, but it includes, there's a lot of Spice Girls interested on this one. Released in 1997. That's an interesting one to me. But I presume there was one before that. Also, it's got a lot of E17 on there. Now here's another one, Now 37. I presume this came out a day before I was born. I presume, same year. I think this one came out a day before I was born. I'm not too sure. If I am corrected, I'll do my research. I haven't done a lot of research on this, but I do remember this was released in 1997. But here are the discs now. I noticed like the colours are like inverted on the discs. Don't know, maybe it gave it like a fancy taste in some sort. Then I have Night 38, going up in number order still. £3 from a charity shop, too much for that one. But still, this was released in 1987. George Michael, Wet 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 are on this, that's cool. I'm just curious if they were like, the colours were inverted on a lot of the discs. If I'm corrected myself. But I'm not too sure. But then I got Now 39 here. Released in 1998. So much Robbie Williams, sorry, I accidentally got his name wrong. Holy cow. Here's number 39. Yeah, here are the discs. You'll be hearing rambling, inverted colour this, inverted colour that. I think I'm going to have to speed this up a little bit because I'm running out of time. Next up, Now 40. Kind of one of my personal favourites from the numbers. Still, it's a good one. You also got that Grease Mega Mix that I've listened to a few times before I got this album. And I noticed that disc 2 is on the front and disc 1 is on the back. I don't know. Maybe I'll fix that someday. Probably don't have time. Might just well speed this up a little bit now because I'm running out of time. This one I've heard at my school a few times before back in 2015. Now 41. Came from a charity shop the same day I got number 30. Released 1998. I think I only listened to the disc 2 of this one. Actually, oh, sorry. I think one of them might be the same colour as my previous one. I might have to do some research in that. I forgot which one it was again. I'll have to go back into it. So, number 42. Released in 1999. Here are the discs. Stars are starting to grow out the sky. Even got an ABBA song, I think, that was covered by another band in this. Sorry, my camera seems to be going out of focus. It's really a lot of the releases that contain some that might have been re-released on some of these albums. Now 43. This got it for 99p. I noticed on the back that there's a bit of mold on this. I don't know how it got there. Tried cleaning it myself, but apparently I tried to get it off, but still failed. If anybody knows how I can clear this case, let me know. Oh, the first disc fell out. Sorry, might not having my mind's a bit sleepy today. I noticed disc 1 is quite shiny. And a bit of the blue on the discs is the shiny one. Like that background of the case in the 43 looks like it's underwater. Looks like it's taken in the sun with a fantasy dream. So here's the last one of the millennium, for the new millennium, now 44. There's a bit of a story behind this. I got this, I first brought Now 44 at a car boot sale, but then I realised the discs were fine, but I don't know if it was the discs or something, but I noticed that the booklet case was stuck together. And so, like a year or two later, like about following year or two, I picked up another one of these, and this time I got the booklet that didn't have the sticky, that wasn't stuck, pages weren't stuck together. Sorry for my mispronunciation, guys. Here I have 46. I think this was released in 2000. This was the second one released in the new millennium. Oh yeah, I forgot I'm showing disc 2. Swirlies in the case. There's Britney Spears, someone from S Club 7. Yeah, I don't seem to be. That's that. And 47, this one I got on the same day as 41 and 30. Bon Jovi. I also forgot to mention that I think that disc is like Christmassy themed, but I don't care. There's only like a lot of cogs on this one. Oh, sorry, I think I just skipped it. Just gonna have to speed this up a little bit because I'm running out of time. Here's Now 48. This is all glossy glass and shiny reflection. Released in 2001, I think. First of the 3 from release in 2001. Oh, sorry, my camera seems to be off focus. Sorry, it's getting late, but it's the light, I think. So here, oh, the disc's upside down. As usual, the colours have reverted. In a smile. So we got Don't Panic from Coldplay, Never Had a Dream Come True. I always think that the S Club 7 song, Never Had a Dream Come True, is a Christmas song, but I may be mistaken. Maybe it's just it's not really a Christmas song, but in other words, it may be just a normal song. Now 49 now, one of the latest charity shops finds, but I've noticed that the discs on this are a bit scratched, I think. Yeah, it does have a few scratches, unfortunately. Don't Stop Moving was played at my college a few times. I noticed a group would do a dance group with one of their songs. So next up is Now 50. I think there's a funny story. I think I had 2 copies of this at one point. There's a bit of a funny story. I did have 2 copies of this at one point. But then, thankfully, though, I gave one away because I didn't need to. But there's a guest star, Kate Winslet. You remember her from the film Titanic. and some of those other films, if I can remember correctly. Yeah, bit of a strange interest. It has those vote for the greatest #1 singles of all time. I don't think that's on anymore. That was 2001. So here's Now 51, a 50p item from a charity shop. Right, so it's got the Enrique Iglesias Hero. This one was released 2002. Sorry, I think I accidentally shined the case in the flight by mistake. Don't know why I do that though. It's probably because I don't focus properly on the lights. I don't think it can help it. Next up is Now 52. On the same day I bought 72 as well. I'll get to that in a moment. Released in 2002. There were some songs that were played when I was at my old school, like One Step Closer. Like, I think there were a few that are my favourites, like from I don't think I Follow the leader, follow the leader. Yeah, that one. Nigel and Melvin. Yes. Discs upside down. That it's always like on the cover of one of my Nicole Scherzinger albums. I think I just only have the one. Where it's like Alexandra Burke. No, it was Alexandra Burke though. That was like the similar one to Alexandra Burke. So, is Now 53. Like it's in Fantasy of Antarctica. Another charity shop item, and released in 2002. Like it's gonna take forever to view all night, this and that. When this video gets uploaded, I'll delete them from the files just to save space. Pray, Milk Inc. I don't know who Milk Inc. is, but I'm rather confused to know this yet. So we got Now 55, no 54, I'm afraid. There's on the case there's still the remnants of a charity shop sticker. There's a little crack. Unfortunately, this one was released in 2003. It also has one of the popular songs, 50 Cent, In the Club, R. Kelly, Ignition. Well, I'll let you research that if you want to. I'll let you take the time to look at this. No, wait. If I let you look at this, you might get a bit of information what you want to listen to. If you don't have those albums, just do some research. So now, number 56. Released in 2003. It's got one of those Elton John songs, Are You Ready for Love? Black Eyed Peas. S Club 8, that's quite an interesting one. Girls Aloud. Ooh, shiny. This is an interesting one. It's quite shiny in a way. That both discs look shiny in one style. But I don't think that's just me or some sort. Now 57. Another funny story. Had 2 copies of this one time. Oh well. Managed to donate them though. Whatever duplicates I had, I donated back. This one came released in 2004. Surprisingly, no reflection or shiny metallic style, or in a way. Anyways, then you have Milkshake from Guys. Then you got Britney Spears' Toxic. It's kind of a popular song back in 2004. Girls Aloud, Jump, Cha Cha Slide. That's a popular song, the DJ Casper. And then you got Now 58. Also released in 2004. Shapeshifters, Lola's Theme, Some Girls by Rachel Stevens. Higher by Outcast. Scissor Sisters. No, it's not. I don't feel like dancing. Sugar Babes in the middle. And McFly. Girls Aloud. It's almost like Girls Aloud. It's almost popular in the series. But I could be wrong. Now 59. Sparkling. Oh, sorry. The camera's just not wanting to stand up today, doesn't it? Huh. If I prop something here, it might be helpful. 59 here. And oh, it's a little crack there. I'll let you take the time to read this. Got Maroon 5, Rachel Stevens, more. Ronan Keating, R. Kelly, all that such and such. And the inside's purple. I think on the disc one, the 59's blue. I think. Could be wrong with that. But if I remember correctly, I think Love Machine is on this. I can't see it, but oh yes, I can. It's on disc 1, track 7. I think my dad has it now 60, but I plan to buy another copy for myself. Here is Now 61 my dad got for me back in 2013. And it's got that crazy frog. Do 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 do. And they've even got Kaiser Chiefs. They got Tony Christine, Mariah Carey, Will Smith, Gwen Stefani, James Blunt, and the Black Eyed Peas. No script, unfortunately, as I'm going to write it because it will just be like a waste of time. Yeah, unfortunately, thy names has been put on there for the initial sake, but thankfully they didn't do number 1. And you get an idea of what to add on your mobile. Anyways, here's number 62. Released in 2005. 2 more released before the tapes got discontinued. Bon Jovi, Westlife, Elton John, Rachel Stevens, Daniel Powell's Bad Day, Kelly Clarkson, Will Smith, Girls Aloud, and the Sugar Babes, Robin Williams, and Gorillaz. Yeah, unfortunately though, there's part of my name on it. There we go. And now 63 is next. Oh, I just noticed something. Notice that the 62 on the spine has the music from EMI. That was the first CD to have that. I'll get more into that later. That this one, I've just forgot to point out there was that previous ladder. You see Dead or Alive, You Spin Me Right Round. I don't know when that was originally released in the 80s, but I can't remember if they had this on any of the previous Now albums. Maybe, we'll see. But who knows? I'll just do my research, and when I do, I might type up a script later and do such and such. Yep, colours here. See inside. But it doesn't include the songs that you can include on your mobile though. Bit of a strange thing. And then now now 64. By the way, this was the final album to have a cassette release. Because they've been from future albums, they'll be now on CD. You got Girls Loud, I'm not going to read it all. You got Nels Barkley Crazy, Man Eater. I'm not going to read them all because that would take forever to read. And yeah. Because I'm running out of time, I feel like I need to, yeah. Oh well. Anyways, here's 65. Still got a sticker there, and you have a reminiscence of a price sticker from when it was bought from a charity shop. Pause that if you want to read it. I thought disc 1 was like a Christmas style theme. Yeah, I think another one of those like Christmas style CDs. 67. Pause if you want to read, because I don't really care. No 66, unfortunately. And here's Now 68. There's another story behind this. When I first bought this, I only bought this back in 2012, but then I realised I was missing disc 2. Kind of a really funny thing. So when I repurchased this, I had disc 1 at the back and disc 2 on the front. Notice they don't have the same colour on the number. They're just, the number's all white. Disc 2 is green, disc 1 is red. Kind of a funny thing, but they even got Scout the Gal, she's so lovely. And here is the first, Now 69. This is the first album I ever got in the series. Fortunately though, this cover is a bit cracked, so I don't care. I don't care. There's a bit of a few scratches on the back, and this is the first album I ever got from the series, and you can see. Yep, you can see that in there. This was the first album in my collection out for my birthday in 2012. Here's Now 70. Kind of an interesting story though. Has remnants of a cherry. Some of the sticker is scratched off. Unfortunately, not all can be read. Can be read. If you want to do some bit of research on this stuff, and you can tell me a bit more detail on that, and tell me what your favourite album is. Sorry, the lighting's really bad at this current moment. I need something a bit more. $72. This was the same day I purchased this as 52. So there's that $2.99 price sticker on this though. Has a few cracks on the back. Even includes one of my favourite songs, Fuming by the Killers. And you got the colour reverted again. Don't know if Now 71 has that, but who knows. 73 has a $1.99 sticker. Hopefully I don't get copyright. Well, hope not. How many of these have the colours reverted? Now 74. Sorry, I seem to be rushing these. Released in 2009. Lady Gaga, Paparazzi. I don't know why Lady Gaga Poker Face is a joke. Fight for This Love. A little bit scared that one. Season Silvery Inside. And this is actually a blue. Yeah, colours reverted. Why did they pick silver for this? I don't know. Maybe it was a strange colour choice. Okay, here is 77. Has a $1.99 charity shop sticker in the corner. Unfortunately, it's a bit cracked on the front. Both discs are there, correct. 79. Has a bit of a sticker coming off slowly. Last Friday Night's on this as well. Blue. Colours reverted. Here's Now 80. This is a very funny story. I only ripped that disc 2 on my computer some years ago, and but that another student had at my old school, and sorry, I think the case is a bit broken, unfortunately. There's an advertisement for the Now Fitness. Unfortunately though, this case is a bit damaged. I may end up getting a different one. Depends if I really want to. But anyways, here's Now 81. Go TA. There's a lot of good songs on this one. There's an advertisement for the Now Music app. And look at that, check out the history of the Now with Facebook timeline. Interesting. Now 82. Released in 2012. Don't know how many you can get from 2012. We are young. I am young. White this time. Hey, this is stylish. Like a snowy effect, but who cares? This is just like the stream is. By the way, here's my favorite, Now 83 with the fireworks on the case. It also has one of my favorite tracks, Anything Could Happen by Ellie Goulding. I thought this was just like a Christmas theme for disc 1. I don't know why, but maybe it was just shiny special editions. But anyways, moving on. Now 84. This one is the last one to have the music from EMI on the spines. And I'll try and go more in detail when I have time. It's also got Girl on Fire. And here's the insides. So yeah, we're like all discs that were like color inverted. Now 85. Released in 2013. Is this? Yeah, it's 2013. And here I have Now 86. Well, it was like Christmas themed. They still has that big sticker on there. I might get off at some point. Because my mum's a bit fussy with what's like clean and what's a bit messy or some sort. Alright, a big gap is now 91. Yeah, I've noticed with Now 86, they have this little Universal and Sony music on the top of the spine. I don't know. Now 90 was the last one to have it, but I'll have to check. I'll do a year if we rewind at the start of the year. Unfortunately, due to time consuming, it's been a bit of a hectic one. Disc 2 and disc 1. 92. Jess Glynn, one of my favourite female singers of today. How do you open this thing? Jesus. Yeah. Yeah, still colours revert on this. 93. Most of them came from presents. Oh, just noticed a few pieces of paper in there. Kind of weird. Don't know how they got there though. Winner wireless speaker. I might already have one. I think I have a boom bar one. 94. Yeah, like under the sea. Under the sea. Look, you can see those clown faces. It almost seems like Nemo. So you get to win some Now vintage t-shirts and jumpers. I don't know if they still do that. It says win an iPod Touch. I had an iPod Touch since 2012, but then in 2015 it broke, but now I have a phone to film, or an iPad, because I don't really use an iPod Touch anymore. 95, present from 2016. Yeah, it was released in 2016. Charlie XCX is on this. And here are the discs. I do tend to rush this a bit. 96, now this and 94 were the only discs I had last year. I don't know, but I think since I took a photo of the update, took an updated photo of them, these are 92. 4 were the only 2 discs I had in that photo. 97. This one, the song that still is played today. Sorry for my hiccuping, I've just been eating. And here are the discs. think I do have a Bluetooth speaker, but oh yeah. Alright, here's another one that I got for Christmas. Is number 98. Yeah, it's set in winter. So it means I'm a step closer to finishing off the 90s section. Ah. Sorry for the lack of lightning. Alright, here's 99. Very close now. I think this is one of my birthday presents last year. And yes, the big one! 100! Managed it, finally. It only took like 35 years to get to that album, starting from 1983. It still has that Now 100 sticker, £10 when you buy any Now and Now CD. I don't think it's valid anymore. And on this CD number 2, it shows the albums that were released on previous albums. I'm not sure if the Now 3 album I have is on there, but oh, that's a bit strange. Notice a bit of black plastic on this. So you have disc 1 and disc 2. Notice the colours are not the same. Good thing they didn't do a reflection colour change. And the latest to my edition is 101. Good heavens. And another present this year as well. So my goal is to try and find the missing numbers in this collection. Yeah, look at that. It's always about advertising, so that's all the numbers out of the way, I'm afraid. But we've got a couple more. It's now it's what I call double O's. One of the special editions ones. Might buy another one of these someday. This was released in 2010 from the noughties, from 2000 to 2009. Ugh. I presume they released some of these on previous albums. I don't know. I'll do my research later. And last, but certainly the odd one out of one of them, is the best of 93 Now Dads. And also there's a bit of a remnants on the sticker on the W. Is the spine. And here are the tracks. Released in 1993. Unfortunately though, the discs inside are quite scratched. If I show you this, there's a few scratches on this one, but if you can't see. And a few on here. So that covers all of the Now albums, but I'm not done yet, as we've got a whole lot to get through this one. As we're not done yet, I have a few more I want to show that are not Now album related. It's another music series I enjoy, and let's get on to it. Alrighty boys. Sorry if the camera is, oh crumbs, on my neck. Sorry. The camera is probably not wanting to stand up still, I'm afraid. Oh well, at least I got it standing up though. Alright, let's go to another series. This is the Clubland series, actually. This is the first one. If it's not suitable for you, if you don't want to see it, then I don't blame you. This is the first one. I got this this is not the first one I got. This is one I got for Christmas back in 2014. And it shows like released back in 2002, I think. This one was a 2008 release. And what else? I think it explains like covers of, oh sorry, it's a bit broken, apologies for that. And I think they did covers of other songs on these albums, just like this series. Here's number 2, The Ride of Your Life. By the way, most of them I got as presents, of course. And here's number 2. Unfortunately, though, the inside flapping thing just doesn't want to stay in. Unfortunately, though, I seem to be here's the second disc. Unfortunately, I'm having difficulty. Oh, bloody heck. I'll just pause this for a sec. Okay, I did manage to get this through, but not well enough. Alright, moving on now. Here's number 3. Oh, sorry about that, guys. Here's number... Oh, crumbs. The camera just doesn't want to stand up. Useless things. Here's number 3. Unfortunately, though, the camera... I don't have 1080 quality on this. It's not very good. Light reflection is really troublesome. Do I have another one of these? Oh, I'll have to check quickly. I'm presuming they're like us, but the difference is the colour. Okay, I think they're all there. Sorry, it took a while. I was just having problems stacking up. Alright, this is now 4. Alright, no, sorry, Clubland 4, sorry. Yeah, sorry. And interestingly, there's 2 CDs in there, so you get... One of them is number 4, the disc, it's the album itself, and still it does have both discs in it. And you get this Clubland Live. Mixed by Flip and Phil. Spine is so short. I'm not usually a fan of those types of disc cases, but it's something just to save a bit of space. So guys, here comes now 5. Sorry, the quality's a bit rubbish on this. Alright, here's right, that's 5. I really don't want to explain. Here's now 6. A free CD box set including Clubland Mashed Mix CD. Side. And here we go. Interestingly enough, like Clubland 4, this was sold in the same way. You got disc 6 itself. This video might be an hour long by the time I've uploaded this to YouTube, but oh well. And then you got Clubland Mash. Yeah, it's one of those oddballs out of it. Yeah, I don't think the cases would really bring the ball sack from any of this, but I just really detest these styles of cases in a way, but oh well, it's still a good album. Right then, number 7. Ooh, shiny number 7. Okay, here is the first of the Clubland I ever got, number 8. This is an interest in me. I didn't buy this. I think at my old school I got this as like a little prize thing. I just like won this as a reward and such. And also there's a remix of one of the Michael Jackson songs on this. It's Man in the Mirror is on the number 9. And here's another early album. This is number 9. Don't want you to spend all your time just looking at the front because it's just probably a bit too disturbing. Oh, I noticed the case just came off, but here you can see the both discs. Is it Clubland? Alright, number 10. This one I got at a CEX for £3. But I don't remember what year. Probably 2017 or 2016. I can't remember. I'll have to do... If I have some photos of my purchases, I might recognise one of them. Either it was a CEX in... around Wales, or probably one in I think it was in High Wycombe. I don't know if they do CDs in High Wycombe, but I'll just have to check again. Right then, number 11. This is why I just love number 11 so much. Well, I need to start listening to these a bit. Notice that on disc 2, the numbers are quite hard to see. Or it's just me or some sort. Here's Clubland 12. There's a funny story. One time I owned a duplicate of this, but gave it away. Already because I had one. Alright. Yeah, and it's like 4 and 6, and then this. But I'm not going to argue with this. Ooh, silver. Like number 1. Looks almost like the number 1. It's best to do your checkups in all these albums. And then you got Clubland Live. Really, I don't want to be staring at these covers because I feel like they're too disturbing. And those little slim cases of some sort. Here we are. Right, next one. Number 13. Brought this from a charity shop in Oxfam for £2, £3. Can't remember which Oxfam though. It was presumably to be the one in around the Shropshire area, or probably in Southend. Actually, I'd never purchased anything from Southend, but because if I get one that's accidentally got the wrong discs in, then it's their fault for making a mistake. Number 14. Anyway, here's number 14. Yeah, it's interesting that you get a few extras that you may hear on some of the Now albums, and then some you get exclusive to this series. Also, the Pussycat Dolls are on this, and Rhiannon, and Enforce, and Ultra Beat, and Girls Aloud. So many girl bands that everybody likes. I mean, I like Little Mix, I like Jesquin, Donna Summer, rest in peace, Clubland Live. It's kind of interesting that some of these albums contain the Clubland Live. If any of you owned a box sets of ones that I didn't have, let me know in the comments below. I mean, no, I mean, not that one. So next one is number 15. This one, I presume, was from a charity shop. Some of these came from charity shops, and a few of them came from CEX. Oh, sorry about that. This side doesn't want to turn it all of a sudden. Number 16! Including Cheryl Cole, Black Eyed Peas, and others. Agnes. I presume they had a box for this, but I don't know. Maybe I got this secondhand or some sort. Maybe it came from Amazon secondhand. Who knows? Black and silver, black and silver, black and silver. I'm not going to go through that. I think this also came in the box as well. Clubland Live, made by Ultra Beat. Nothing interesting on the back. It's mainly just the back of the disc. Okay, it's nearly time, of course. Number 17. Yeah, her hair looks really snazzy. Alright, smashing hairstyle, I would say. Don't say that out loud. Sorry, I had to be naughty about your appearance. Yeah, R&B Clubland, the 60 biggest R&B albums ever. Look at those. In the club, babies. Okay, I'm not going to do that because that will really annoy. 18. Are you over 18 to listen to stuff like this? You bet we are. What's strange about this is that there's a bonus CD, which I'll get to in a minute. Here's number 1. I'm not really going to spend my time looking at the backs on all these, because that's just a waste of time. Here's number 2. Oh yeah, I just had a notification from YouTube that bonus CD? Nope, nothing else. I've noticed they just came in like these little thin cases. It's just really weird how they came like that. I just wish it was like the rest of them. Oh well, never mind though. Here's number 19 that I've picked up at the CEX back in 2016, I think. Or maybe early 2017, I'm not too sure. I'm not going to spend all my time looking through the booklets because they do take a very long time. I'll just do it in my own time. Anyway, here we have number 20. And there's also a bonus CD in there. I'll show that to you in a sec. Oh my gosh. Where did this come from? I didn't know it was part of this. Also available at that time, you could get as a bonus CD. There's like these little slim things, whatever they call. Alright, here's now number 1. Seem to be rushing through this because I want to get this video out of the way done quickly. But I don't blame the bites off that. Another one bites the dust out, yeah. Don't think that's part of any of these CDs though. Nope, nothing. The cases are just bare. But it's just something interesting, just shows the tracks of the inside. And now the bonus CD. Smashing. I presume they launched this series back around 2002. I don't know, maybe 2001. Number 21. Yeah, just a little disclaimer. Explicit content might be some swearing or anything sex related. I am not going to show the bikinis because you know why. It's a bit too rude to talk about. I know I've seen a lot of people about their collections involved in anything that's adult themed. Okay, but I don't want to stare at this cover too long. Number 22. 22. Okay, I'm not going to sing Taylor Swift all the way because it will really just be a little bit weird. Oh yeah, new albums coming soon from... I am not going to waste my time. 1, 2, and 3. Hey, this reminds me of something really similar. Do you? Oh, sorry, I've just noticed I didn't do that right. Alright, now 23. Getting closer now to the end. Got some explicit content starting, I think. No, I don't think. I think one of them started with explicit content. I'm not too sure. I don't know. But anyways, moving on now. Still got to go through 23. Some of them are not likely to have remixes of them, but oh well. There's still some good songs on this. Now 24. Avicii. Rest in peace, Avicii. Your music was amazing. Wish you hadn't left. Wish you didn't have to go so soon. Yeah, but... And before we go into other details, and that's that. And here's another one I got for Christmas this year. Number 25. Of the 3... Of the last... This is one of the last 3 albums I needed from 1 to 28. But, sorry guys, that was a bit of a pop back there, but I'm not going to say it because just, you know, just break out or something. It's 25. So, now 26 that I got from the CEX, again, £3. I think 3 of them came from CEX, or 4. I got about 3 or 4 of them from CEX, but I don't know. but some of them I won't remember getting. Some of them, if I think clearly, takes time to remember where they came from, and such and such. 1, 2, and 3. Sorry they're not facing the right way round, but that's how I put it. And here's another one I got for Christmas. Number 27, penultimate one in 128. And that's side, and that's the back. But we're still not done yet. After I show you the next one, you'll be in for a surprise. There's also an advertisement. It's interesting what you see here that you really want to get. And the last one, but not least, is the number 28. It's the last Christmas item I needed. Just needed to fill up 1 to 28. And then 28, when I hit 28, who knows, maybe I might retire. Ha! Well, I hope not, but here's the sides. Hope that's not the last one. Even though I still want to make adult-themed content. Huh. Well, who gives a damn about this? But we're not done yet. The last item, but is certainly not least. The Ultimate Clubland album, A Decade in Dance. I think this contains about its 10-year anniversary, I think. Is this? Yeah, it was 2012, I think, is the 10-year anniversary. I could be wrong, but it might be either 2001 or 2002. Let me know if I was wrong. Sometimes I'm not really good at my history of what was released first or something, but I think this is a 2002 release. Forgive me if I'm wrong. Yeah, I really don't think I want to explain all this, because explaining it would take forever, and you know what I'm like with time-wise, I sometimes tend to rush things. So, with that out of the way, let's have a look at the two towers together. By the way, this is not a reference to America, okay? Please don't blame me. Okay guys, looking at what I've showed you here, I'm sorry if not all of them are in shot, it's quite hard to see, but you can see how they're towering up in style. Oh my gosh. Covering about like an hour for this. I just know how higher it's getting, and the bigger the collection gets, the better. The Now albums are getting so higher, over above 100, and you know how it gets bigger every year. I don't think it usually gets that big every year. But I still want to get 1, 2, and 4 to fill in the missing collection. So hopefully I'll have all the other Now albums, and I'm slowly working towards it. It may not all be complete, but hopefully I'll find all the others. And I'm slowly gaining my way of all of them. So I'd like to say thank you all for watching. Thank you all for viewing. Thank you all for making 2019 a great year. I will see you all in 2020, and I'll see you with another big video. This is me, Jamie Bullock, signing off. Happy New Year, guys. Take care.